Hey, YouTube, Dreadjoke here. Oh, not this shit again. Where's my model? Oh. Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a tall one. Yep. Going up. Oh. This is gonna be big. Because he is giant. He is chunky. He is so friggin' awesome. This is the high grade, or technically if you want to call it no grade, 1/60th scale Exia. This has been one of my holy grail kits. I finally got my hands on this thing, and it was so worth the wait. This thing, despite some color inaccuracies, is so freaking awesome. The best part about this, and I can't say this about the perfect grade, I have not got my hands on the perfect grade yet, and I'm sure the second I get my hands on the perfect grade, my opinion is going to do an immediate 180 on this. But right now, this is my all-time favorite Exia. It's solid as a rock. It's got perfect moving hands for what it is. Detailing could be better, color accuracy could be better, but you know what? That's not a problem. What is a problem is, just like every other Exia on the market, including the real grades, this cannot hold the #1 accessory everybody knows Exia for. This thing, despite all its beauty, cannot handle the sword. That's as tall as it is. This thing is huge. Huge. Getting this in the hand is a little complicated, but it does do the full fold. It locks in place. It is not dropping that anytime soon. This blade's locked. I love this. It goes on exactly as you would expect. You put it in the hand, you wrap it around, you clip this in the arm, and it's done. Unfortunately, so is that arm, because you're never going to get it in a pose. Setting it off to the side, because, I mean, let's face it, it's Exia. We all know what Exia has, but this is actually a very much blown-up version of the 1/100 no grade, which some of you may have already seen my review on that, and you already know I love it. Like, it fixed all my problems I had with the Master Grade, and then some. But continuing with his loadout, you get his gigantic shield, which is very well detailed, I will admit. It's got a couple of hollow parts in the back, but you know what? Small price to pay. Then you get his, well, you get 4 beam sabers with this, so you get the standard, the short ones, and then you get the chopsticks. I'm not joking about these. These are big enough to eat your lunch with. Just please be careful if you do so. I would not recommend it. He holds these very well. Now you might be wondering how. There's no... Oh wait, there are tabs. And to get these in the hands, he's got tabs in the hands. They just line up, slot in, wrap the fingers, fold the fingers, position the thumb, and Bob's your uncle, he's holding the sword. And once it's in there, it is in there. Like, on the color accuracy side, there are a couple of stickers it told me to apply that I'm just going to paint on at some point. As usual, it's the GN Vulcans on the arms. These are supposed to be stickers, and yeah. I'm not bothering with the sticker that's supposed to be going over a place that's supposed to have detail. But these hands, like, let me just do a shake test real quick. Oh, that ain't coming out. The hand didn't even twitch. You know what? Shits and giggles. Full extension. After a violent jerk this way, yeah, I went that way, it finally flies out of his hand. Just explodes in his hand, if you will. But moving on to his articulation, starting up at the head and collar area. Clavicle antennas. You can get rid of them if you want to, which is perfect. I don't like them up anyways. They really get in the way of just moving him. It kind of drives me nuts. But the arm, 90 degrees, that's all you get. Full 360 unrestricted, just watch out for these, which I generally leave off. You don't have to have them connected. I generally don't. But they hold on really well. As you saw during the whole shake and bake test, it completely works. The hips probably have the weakest articulation here, but these are based off, like, they're just blown up versions of the one that the 1100 has, so, you know, we'll just let that one slide a little bit, even though I wish they kind of had sliding hips. That would have been the perfect thing to fix this. If this could just drop down ever so slightly, perfect. Other color inaccuracies, usual, this segment here, there's a ring in here that's supposed to have it, and I'm like, it gets covered up anyways, why would I sticker it? All the little particle cables like down here are still that same rubber material, so you don't gotta worry, it's perfectly fine. It runs a little bit everywhere. Now you'd think that the yellow pieces in the head would actually be stickers, but no, that's actually yellow pieces in there, and it works. This thing is solid as a rock. This is one of those things where if you can find it, buy it. Legs, you're only going to get that far forward, so, like, it's not going to be able to do the Van Damme or anything like that, but it can still move very easily. Down to the knee. Total might give you 90. I mean, for being based on the, like, I think the no grade had, or the 1100 had better leg articulation, but I can't remember right off the top of my head. Ankle, still pretty good. You got moving, like, the armor back here wants to lock, but it's able to move. You got the butt skirting, this flips up, these fold out, and vice versa. This may want to come off. All the clear parts on this are straight up clear. I was going to get a neon green Gundam marker to fix this, but honestly, I didn't have the money and I don't feel like going back and redoing it. So they're staying like this for now, forever, for all I care. But overall, yeah, I love this thing. Now, you're also wondering, well, wait a minute, this is Exia, doesn't he include 7 swords? And yes, he does. You also get the long blade and the short blade. He holds these just as well as he does the beam sabers. They are a little heavier though, so I can't say he holds them perfectly as well. They also include these, just like with the 1100, these work a lot better though. These are the storage things, like if you've ever seen the show where he just puts them on his hips. You swap these in, you take this cover off. You take this cover off, you swap this in, you put the cover back on, and then you put the sword on. That's how it works. It holds really, really good together. Building this is no problem. You even have rocking shoulders on this, and they go up and down, and like you can actually get a full rotation out of them too. Not like rotation, but it pivots just like how your shoulders on your body do. So it works pretty damn well. For size comparisons, Kira! Yeah, Kira's a little shorter and kind of shy, and I think we need to be careful. There's a psycho among them. And he has the shiniest meat bicycle. So it's essentially a bunch of high grades right here. Short answer is yes, yes, and oh god, yes. There's so much yes here, it's Kind of like visiting Ron Jeremy's house, if you catch my drift. There's just a lot of yes here. But, I picked this up for around 50 bucks, and it's totally worth it. I mean, if you're just looking for something big, something solid, something to throw in your bag, mess around with, this is totally worth it. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer anything you can throw my way. And if you just want to talk, hey, hit me up. I love talking about this stuff. And I just like talking in general, as you can clearly tell. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.